These are desperate times. And desperate times call for desperate measures, and I wonder how long before we realize the necessary need to pull ourselves together. There's something in the wind. It doesn't feel comforting anymore. When I walk outside, it feels that I'm being slapped, punched, kicked. Maybe I'm too used to being beat up by all the things that are burdening me. Maybe I'm too used to being bullied by all the people who would never want to see me succeed. But I recognize that all I've been trying to do is hop up out this situation. I'm trying to be quick, fast. I'm trying to make sure that I can easily replicate all of the successes that I've ever had in my life. See, I know that when I look up to the sky and asking God those blessings he's been given, I want them to multiply. And I don't know if I have covered myself in the purity of my Father's heaven enough for me to be walking in white. I don't know if these big ears are hearing the blessings, the messages, the decisions that he wants me to make. I don't know. I don't know if I have found myself in the midst of shrubbery being pulled down close to snakes who have tried to sliver their way into my life. Maybe if I keep dreaming that a coal can actually make diamonds, one day I'll be able to take a bite out of these carrots. I'm trying to figure out how I ended up in this cage. As if the world is a place that I'll never get to experience because the devil has decided that I should be his pet. But I understand that I won't let anybody keep their foot on my neck. I will find myself. Find a place where I turn tricks, I turn it upside down. Maybe if I realize these good old white boys who sit in these offices making shotgun decisions will realize that I have never been a victim of Elmer Fudd. I will make sure that I always come out on top. See, from that Brer patch to that classroom, you can make sure that everything that I have about me will not stop. You can make me your pet rabbit, but that don't mean that you will find me in a place where you will end up with my foot around your neck. See, I will never bring you luck. I will only bring you disrespect. If you are not earning what I think that you should earn, there is something about recognizing there's a change in the sun. It doesn't seem to shine as bright anymore. When I look over the horizon, it doesn't seem to beam like it should, and I listen to people talk about recession, they're taking money from education, they're talking about shutdowns, and I realize that some people have shut down because they only wake up when they're talking about a reality show, but they don't understand that the reality show that they're in has been scripted for their downfall. See, there's something about recognizing that whenever I drive myself down I-40, deciding that I'm going to visit Raleigh, I realize that there is a stench in the air. Nick can erase it. There's something about people telling lies because they really don't care about our well-being, but I understand. I understand when they would rather have you on your knees than standing on your feet. When they have you sucking in air trying to breathe, that lip balm is good when your lips get chapped. But see, I'm going to keep speaking until they bleed because I know that there are people who have bled in order for me to be able to say the words that I've said, and I will keep speaking them until I can't stop. So I will make it a set. Pull it together. So that whenever that you recognize that that's how it should be, that your breath will be clean when you speak with the prophecy that you've been given, that you won't have to wear. And they will glisten. They will glisten, they will glisten, they will glisten with the light that you beam when you speak words for the spirit inside of you. Don't you know that you should always stay protected? Some people find themselves trying to figure out the best way to prevent themselves from getting infected with apathy, complacency. But I've realized that it's all about the methods that you take in order to get yourself to where you need to be. And I can get it. I can get it and understand that life is hard, but that's not the only reason for you to find yourself fucking up your best chances at making it to where you need to go. See, there's something about recognizing that protecting yourself isn't about the brand. It's about your understanding. Now, some people have decided the best way to get to where they need to be is to live an unhealthy lifestyle, but you can do that. See, some people want to find themselves in the midst of a duality where they don't understand how to maintain. They keep going insane in their brain trying to be two people. And I really don't get that. That is something I don't get. I just look at them and consider them direct. See, there's something that some people have a mentality that they have power. They speak like a gun. They walk like a shot. I call them magnums. feeling like they've been touched by a golden hand and that they have been given a ticket to be able to exhibit themselves as the beaming, bright, beautiful angels that they are. I don't want you to walk out of here with the image of a condom in your mind without recognizing that there is something about it that you need to understand. It is not just to protect yourself from making children, it's to protect yourself from becoming people who no longer are in touch with the children that they've been carrying inside them. See, there's times where you need to be mature, but understand that there is a childlike innocence will help you keep your eyes open. Optimism should never be robbed of you. You should never find yourself in a situation where life makes you believe that everything should be experienced raw. They will dangle material possessions in front of you to make you feel that it's just a sensation that is better, but what you'll find yourself in a situation realizing is that you gave up. You gave up your future for a moment, that you gave up your understandings for a moment, and when you realize that what you have given birth to is a disdain for the person that you could be, then you'll realize that you got to pay that child support for something that you birthed and you weren't even ready. So be careful. Be careful with what you do. Be careful with who you are. Be careful with the fact that there's no reason to walk around in the dark without beaming bright like a star. There's no reason to understand that when you wake up in the morning, if you don't look like sunshine over a hill, then something's wrong. In the midst of the night, if you don't beam like the moon, something is wrong. If you walk with your head down and your shoulders low, rather than your chest out like you're inside your own head, you can hear your own theme song. There is something wrong. You should know your own worth. You should know your own pride. You should know that you walk with the spirit of your ancestors inside. Protect yourself. Reproduce. And build your own set so that whenever you leave, they will always have the memory of you to never forget and recognize that everything has an impact. Thank you.